The following segment is sponsored by Mountain America Credit Union. Did you know that the average American spends $1,000 on gifts and other seasonal fare? Well, Jonathan from Mountain America Credit Union is here to share strategies on how you can still spread some cheer and save some money. Welcome to the show, Jonathan.
Oh, thanks for having me.
You are speaking my language, my friend. I like to say frugal, but I'm cheap, Jonathan. I'm cheap. And I want to be able to spread some cheer, but I also want to save some money, and that's where you step in. How can we pull this off this year?
Well, hopefully we have some good tips for you. As you get through the holidays at the end, obviously you want to look back and have a bunch of good memories,
Yes.
not a bunch of regret and debt. So the biggest thing you can do is actually pretty simple, and it's just to make a list. I think a lot of us try to keep track in our heads of who do I need to spend for and this, that, and the other, but I figure Santa makes a list, so why can't we, right?
There you go. You're just like Santa Claus. And if I don't make a list, I'll forget. I try every year, and it just goes out the window.
So write down the friends, neighbors, family, obviously charities you might want to give to, but don't forget other things. It seems like there's always decorations, trips, extra food that you need to add that up. And if it's a number you're comfortable with, great. Stick with that, you've got your plan. But if it's a little more than you anticipated, then you might need to get a little creative and look to dial back in a few areas.
Make some budget cuts.
Yeah.
We were talking about this before. There's a lot of times what we just get gifts for just to give them something, right? And it ends up being something meaningless.
Yeah. Sometimes I think traditions get in the way. We all love traditions, but as families grow and those things, sometimes the expenses grow with them. And so you might need to replace some of those traditions. That maybe it was a gift before, but maybe there's experiences or just time well spent that can replace some of those things and make it so that you don't have to spend as much.
I think that's a big one. Experiences. My husband, they just do cards for each other.
Yeah.
And at the beginning I thought, wait, where are the presents? But it ended up being so much more special doing that.
Yeah, you can do those things. And now if it comes to the point that you do end up needing or wanting to buy a gift for somebody, you don't have to spend full price necessarily. There's a lot of online deal trackers where you can look and see what the cost of something was over time, when it was on sale, so that you can make sure that you're not spending the most. And if you are going to spend money, you might as well get something in return. And so right now, reward card holders at Mountain America are getting triple rewards.
Okay, that's big.
Yeah, and if you're a MyStyle checking account holder, you also have access to hundreds of discounts at retailers, theme parks, and other activities.
Okay, these are some great options. And I know that you at Mountain America, you guys are doing big things. What are some other things that we can do?
Well, I think one of the things you can do is you look forward to maybe next holiday season. Start thinking about that now. And that seems like, why would I do that?
Pre-planning, Jonathan. Oh, you had me right until the pre-planning there, you know.
But we have a Christmas Club certificate that you can open with as little as $5. And then you can set up an automatic transfer. Every time you get paid, money goes into that account so that come next November when that certificate matures, you don't have to have the stress, but you've got a nice little stash of cash that you can spend on next holiday season.
That's so brilliant. So when you go to look and you're able to buy, you're ready to go. So how can we find you guys, and how do you stand out in the community?
You can visit any one of our branches. We have branches all throughout the valley and throughout the state, as well as macu.com.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for being here, and thank you so much for these tips. I should have been writing all these down. I'm going to grab them. Thank you, Jonathan.
Thank you.